Hello guys, and welcome back to the Fantasy Football series. Today we're talking about my Game Week 2 preview and how my team's currently looking right now with Raya in net against Aston Villa. It's better than Muric, who's injured right now against City. Muric against City was never going to do well. Pedro Porro's got a slight knock. We don't know what it's going to be like. 75% chance of playing. I think he'll still play against Everton. Everton are a really poor game week, and he's at home there. Robinson against Leicester. I think Robinson will be alright against Leicester, and then Munoz against West Ham. I think Munoz will be alright against West Ham. I've got faith in my defence again. My defence did really well last week, and I've got that faith again that the defence will do well again. And Kunku against Wolves, Bruno against Brighton. This is my unsure territory. I said it in my video the other day. This is where I'm unsure about what the team's going to be like. Is these two here and then Solanke as well. The rest of the team I'm kind of confident in. Brereton Diaz getting his first game in the actual team there against Forest. I think it's a good debut for him. It's a good show for him what he can do from a team. And then Eze against West Ham, once again a good show of what he can do from a team. With Isak playing against Bournemouth, sorry. He played Southampton last week. Slightly played against Everton. Once again, I think it's a really good chance for him to show what he can do from a team, and I've captained him for it. And then Watkins playing against Arsenal is a bit of a risk, but he scored against Arsenal last year. And if someone's going to get involved in a goal against Arsenal and get rid of my Raya clean sheet, it's going to be Watkins. I put Saka on the bench because last year, nothing involved. He got no goal involvements against Arsenal, so I don't think he'll do anything this year either. Dallo because we always play poor against Brighton, and Saliba last because last year they did not keep a clean sheet against Villa in either game. But this is my team. This is what I'm happy with being my team for next week. I'm happy with my team and carrying that transfer. But for you guys, I will look at the potentials of who you guys could get in. With the highlight games in my mind being City against Ipswich. Who else is standing out? City against Ipswich. It's standing out to me. I think that Brereton Diaz against Forest is a good. Southampton plays against Forest is a good trial out. Palace against West Ham is a good trial out for Palace players. Brighton plays against United. Brighton always play well against United, so getting like a Danny Welbeck in for the week wouldn't be too bad for you guys. Apart from that, Liverpool against Brentford is probably the best shot apart from that. So I think it's pretty obvious that a lot of people are going to be bringing in Erling Haaland this week and triple captaining him against Ipswich. I do think I think it is a big risk bringing in Haaland as a triple captain this week. Not bringing in Haaland and captaining him at all, but using a chip this early, I always think is a big issue. Sorry, I've got rain on my glasses, which just ain't good. But I do think bringing in Erling Haaland this as a triple captain this early, there's going to be better uses for it. There's going to be them double game weeks that pile up and people go, oh yeah, we need to bring in a player for that week. I think on a double game week is always the best use of a triple captain. But I could be proved wrong. You know, we know how Haaland plays. We know what he does. Who else might like to come off fantasy this week? I said Liverpool players. It's Salah in it. It's Salah. Early in the season, it's Salah. Salah knows how to start in the early season. But Brentford played well the other day. I think it's going to be a difficult week to call, really. Even on like my Super 6 series that I do on TikTok and on the YouTube as well as my shorts, I think it's going to be a difficult week to call. I think the two main games that people will look at this week will be that City game and will be that Liverpool game there against Brentford and Ipswich. People might back Villa. I think Spurs might get a lot of backing, especially the way Everton played the other day. Spurs players are going to be looked at. I've already got two with Solanke and Porro being the most safe options, I would say. City options being safe, like Haaland, like Foden. I think Foden is more safe than Haaland this week, to be honest. I think Foden is someone that can break down an Ipswich team better than Haaland can break down an Ipswich team. I think Ipswich will deal with the Haaland problem very well. It'll be all the other problems that City provide you with. Brentford, I think Salah's going to do well. But time will tell. Maybe Carvalho might have a really good game against his former club. Wolves versus Chelsea. I'd like to see Wolves do well, but I don't think they'll do well. Bournemouth, Newcastle, I just couldn't call it. I just couldn't call it. I think it's going to be a draw, that game, I reckon. Southampton, Nottingham Forest. I said it's a good week to try out Southampton players. Fulham against Leicester, a good week to try out Fulham players. Palace against West Ham, good week to try out Palace players. And then Brighton United is a good week to try out Brighton players. So there's a lot of trial that go out this week. I am going to carry that transfer. I'm not going to show you guys any transfers that I need to make. I don't think there's any transfers that I do need to make. I think that is the team. I think that is the best team I can play this week without messing my team up too much. As I said, there's this little corner here which I'm not too happy with, but we can work on that. We can change that for sure. But in terms of my FPL videos, it's been one of the quicker ones, because now that we can carry over 5 game weeks of transfers, I'm not too worried anymore. But that is where we'll end the video now, guys, then. But I do thank you for watching. If you like the video, please leave a like. If you want to see more, subscribe. Thank you for watching, guys, and hopefully I do see you next time. Thank you very much, guys.